Appears as if I have a companion while I'm checking the fences. Good morning, everyone. Well, last night we had some torrential downpours of rain, storming, wind. We were getting ready to go to bed and it was just a light show outside. And so after all that wind and rain, we had things knocked over on the porch. We have some old galvanized tubs hanging up on our shed outside, and we could just hear them rattling away. There's several yards from the house, and we could hear them in the house rattling away. So now we got to go check the lines. So we're going to make a round around the fence line, all through our woods, back all in here and all, and see if we got any down trees on the fencing, anything like that. Because, well, that's just going to be more repairs we have to make. All right, let's go see what we got. Good morning, everyone. Well, so one of the lines, you can see we've got our triple strand of hot wire right here for the sheep, and then we have a little double strand back there. So the pigs are still in their paddock that goes well into the woods back there. But also we've released the sheep into this area as well that we've mulched, and we started having a lot of brush come back up from all the stumps. So they're in here feeding now as well. And I don't mind walking the line at all. It's actually very peaceful. Go look what we might be able to see. That's our area. If you saw our other video where we mulched, you used to not be able to see past these trees right in here. Now we've opened this all up, so we're wanting to allow this to become a silvopasture. So we got a few things down on this little hot wire, but this fencing here is not on. This is just that we put this around here while the sheep are in this area, to keep them from traveling down into this ravine that we're trying to fill up. Our property line actually goes from there back into here, through here. So just a thing or two, which, you know, with this being hot wire, it might not seem like much, but just a few limbs here and there, it all adds up and begins grounding down the wire. Appears as if I have a companion while I'm checking the fences. Not sure what that was, but that is a pile of hair right there, all in one spot. No bones, no carcass. Makes me wonder if something could have been up there eating, like an owl or an eagle had caught something and was eating. I gotta work on these signs. Now we're entering the swamp. Looks like we had just a few rotted pieces fall from some of this, but nothing so far laying up or touching the fence. Oh, I hear deer. Running through the woods. So I just spooked them up. So this is what we call the swamp. We thought this was all standing water at first, and I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can get it in the sunlight. There's flow. So we actually have a spring coming out up here, and then several others back in some of these smaller areas that feed all this. So we actually have flowing water, and there's tiny little fish in here. You can still hear the deer. And while we're out here, we check the feeder, which is empty. I just shook that little bit out. And we go ahead and change the batteries. So we have a few encroachments on the fence. Back here on the very back side. It's busted down some of this old fence, which we've said before we gotta change, but yeah, we can come back, limb loppers, all kinds of stuff, and cut all this off. Probably need to weed eat this trail too. All right, coming up on the end of the line, we've had several trees fall in this area, and we're looking pretty clear. Always a good thing to find clear fences. All right, so in all, everything looks good. There's just some trail maintenance and a little overhang maintenance to work on. I didn't want to bring down things that I needed to clear all that, because this is a lot of walking, and I didn't want to have to try to carry around limb loppers, machete, small chainsaw for the entire walk if I didn't need it. So I found just really 2 problem spots. I'll be able to come down here, clear that out real quick, go from point A to point B, and not have to carry all that material all over the place. Because as you saw where we were walking, I can't get my side-by-side or the tractor down there, so everything's got to be brought in by hand. All right, well, that's it for us on checking fences. We were blessed last night. We got a lot of good rain, heavy storms of wind, no damage. So that's a win in my book. All right, that's it for us. Y'all take care.
Did you know we have a small business? Be sure to check out our website at mimiandpoppy'splace.com. Mimi and Poppy's Place, where we understand your skin's story.